You are now watching the Counterpress podcast, Conversations That Count, and you're here with Nkwazi Nomia and Talia Swatboy. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave us a little something in the comments. Welcome to the first episode of the Counterpress podcast. I think very excited, nervous a bit. First and foremost, I think we should give a disclaimer that this is our opinion.
Yeah.
But in saying that, obviously we're going to have those conversations that might be a little bit controversial. That is put forth. But mostly keeping it on a positive note, making sure that we do grow the game as we have said. But yeah, I think let's jump into it.
Yeah. So before we even jump to the 2025 season, we have to run it back a bit and just talk about season 2024. We saw Sundowns winning again.
But that's usual.
But that needs to change the season.
But true. But as you said, before we go forward,
run it back.
Exactly. So Sundowns has now won the league since its inception, right?
Yeah.
In 2019.
Yeah.
And they've dominated Hollywoodbets Super League, and we saw them go over to CAF.
And they actually won.
They did their first season, but looking at the 2024 season, they did go through a little bit of a difficult time. And
they couldn't defend their title, but it happens, man. It happens. We also saw UWC competing for the very first time, like giving Sundowns the run of their money.
True. They were definitely contenders this season. The 2024 season, they were definitely contenders domestically. But for me, I feel like when they went to CAF, I didn't quite see the same UWC that we know in the league.
Yeah, I also experienced that, but I think it's because they're university team, so they play USAs, they play Varsity Cup, like the leagues are actually feeling they're actually feeling it. So, and also like there was two signings, two players left, which was Sinotolo Tsana and Sma. They both went overseas, and those two were actually the players that were, we can say, keeping the team together because of their experience with the national team and stuff. And them leaving made holes in the whole team, There wasn't that.
I think I can definitely agree with you to that extent. But, I mean, we saw them in COSAFA, right? Yeah. So they had to play COSAFA before they went over to CAF. Yeah. And Sma and Knox were a part of that team. Yeah. And, I mean, they had a fantastic campaign. Right. Yeah. They went over to CAF, but I think it goes back to that what you were saying. They're all competing in a lot of your university competitions as well. And also a large part of that UWC team make up the Banyana team. And we know that Banyana had quite a busy year, 2024. So I think when we did see them in CAF, although, we didn't see the UWC that we know domestically, I think they tried their best.
And also we can't be hard on them. It's just their first time. They just came out of CAF, COSAFA, to then go play CAF. It's really strenuous, the traveling and trying to get used to the atmosphere there. That's like, because Africa is very hot.
True.
So yeah, the climate is not the same.
That's true. So we touched UWC, we've touched Sundowns, but I think 2024 season we're still there, right?
Yeah.
Your team of the season.
Oh man. Oh, it's an interesting one. I would say UJ. UJ, he surprised me.
So much. Say why.
So that just proved the point that UJ actually surprised everyone in the league. Because, before, they wouldn't even finish in the top 6. Mm-hmm. And last season, they actually went and finished on top of JVW. Have you ever imagined that would happen in this league? But yeah, they really improved. Their competitiveness was just out of this world, especially because they were using young athletes.
Yeah, true. I think with UJ, we've seen Coach Dunga come in, and she loves young players. She loves young players. I mean, we saw them dominating in the engine knockout. Since they added the women's division to that, I think UJ were back-to-back champ of champs, so champions of South Africa for the women's youth division in that engine knockout. But also, like I'm saying to you, they dominated also their university, their varsity cup. Yes, I mean UWC ended up lifting the title, taking the title, but UJ was still contenders, definitely, and a lot of their young players. I mean, later in 2024, we saw quite a few of them feature in
the Banyana team,
the COSAFA team. So, for me, I think the group that they had, young players, still got a lot of time, a lot of energy. I know 90 minutes.
Because I remember when we played them, hey, it wasn't big show.
True. 90 minutes there on their bike. So I think they've got a good, or they do have a good squad. They're adding more, but before we go there,
It's going to be interesting to see.
It's not 2024. I think to just wrap up 2024, I think we can both agree that the team of the year, in our opinion, is University of China.
Yeah.
Yeah.